Gianforte joined state, federal, and local officials on Wednesday to visit a timber project just outside of Helena. The tour highlighted the need for cooperation on forest management. MTN's Jonathan Ambarian reports.
Last year, the Lump Gulch wildfire burned right through an area that was set to be part of the Brooklyn Bridge timber sale. Authorities say the fire is a reminder of why fuel reduction in this area south of Helena is so important.
We have a forest health crisis here in the state.
Governor Greg Gianforte toured the Brooklyn Bridge project area Wednesday, along with representatives from Montana DNRC, the U.S. Forest Service, the Bureau of Land Management, the City of Helena, and Lewis and Clark County. The project is part of the Good Neighbor Authority, a partnership between state and federal agencies. The National Forest did the planning work, and DNRC handled the actual timber sale. The goal is to get complex forest management projects going faster.
We have, a lot of shared priorities, so part of it is also to kind of ignore the fence, the ownership boundary between different federal, Forest Service, BLM, state, private, and allow a single entity to work across those boundaries to get the common needs accomplished.
The project area originally included 640 acres. Crews had just started logging work last June when the wind-driven Lump Gulch fire burned through. Leaders say much of the area was covered with heavy fuels, including many beetle-killed trees and snags. If the fire had started later in the year when it was hot and dry, they say it could have been much worse.
We're only a couple miles as a crow flies from town. Unionville's right below us, and it could have been a devastating fire. We just lucked out with the weather and the fact the wind subsided that night. And this project is about putting a fuel break up there.
The fire burned about 120 acres of the Brooklyn Bridge project. In the rest of the area, crews continued harvesting timber. Leaders say they've removed about 70 tons of fuel per acre. Gianforte called the project an important example.
Working collaboratively with the Forest Service, the Department of Interior, and DNRC really leading the effort, we need to treat more acres to make our forests healthier and to make them more wildfire resilient.
Logging work on the Brooklyn Bridge sale is set to resume in June. In Helena, Jonathan Ambarian, MTN News.
This year, Governor Gianforte called for the state to more than double the number of acres that undergo forest treatment like this. And so far, about 11,000 to about 25,000 acres, but he says that is only a small step towards addressing a maintenance backlog of several million acres statewide. And Big Brothers Big Sisters 2021 wine tasting event will be virtual this year.